Welcome to Metro. This is a
500 subscriber special.
limited express service.
Welcome back to Strayatrains. And thank you so much for 500 subscribers. This channel has reached yet another milestone, which means one thing and one thing only, and that is to keep the tradition of a milestone quiz. However, this time, instead of doing the typical station quiz, we're going to remix it up a little bit and do a general network quiz. How it works is, I'll say the question, then they'll wait a few seconds, there'll be a ding, and then I'll say the answer, and there'll be a total of 10 questions in this quiz. Hope you enjoy the quiz. Thank you so much for 500 subs. Here we go. So let's start off with question 1 on the Belgrave line. Which of the current 4 different types of metro trains have been on the Belgrave line at least once? Just to be clear, I'm talking about the Comenge, Extrapolis, Siemens, and HCMTs. Also, feel free to pause the quiz if you want. I'll probably leave about a second or two in between the questions and the ding just to save some time. The answer is all 4 different metro trains. Of course, Extrapolis go all the time to Belgrave. The Comenge used to. There has been some HMT testing on the Belgrave line, and regarding the Siemens, they were testing in 2006 to see if they could add the Siemens to other lines, and the Belgrave line was one of them. However, when the Siemens went, it actually got damaged, so that's pretty much the reason why we don't have Siemens trains on the Belgrave line as of today. And it was also a Bayside Connex livery 6-car Siemens train. Question number 2. The first ever Comenge train entered service in 1981, and in 2021, more than 40 years later, it was retired and transferred to which regional yard in Victoria? The answer is North Shore Yard on the Geelong line, and it is quite sad to see that the original Comenge is in the state that it is in. Unfortunately, that's what happens when you leave a Comenge out with no security whatsoever. But of course, forever it will be a historic train that once served our network. Question number 3. How many stations on our network are in the suburb of Coolaroo? The answer is 2 stations that lie on 2 separate lines. The first is, of course, Coolaroo Station on the Craigieburn line, and the second is actually the terminus of the Upfield line. Upfield Station also lies in the suburb of Coolaroo. And a little fun fact, Coolaroo in Aboriginal language means star. Question number 4. In the mid-1980s, Laverton Station was extended from 2 platforms to 3 platforms to accommodate as the new terminus for the stop-all services via the Altona Loop on the Werribee line. Before this happened, at what station did the Altona Loop services terminate at? The answer is Altona Station, which is kind of where the loop name comes from. To be clear, technically speaking, trains did terminate at Westona for a very short period of roughly 3 months in 1985 before the Laverton Station upgrades were complete. So technically speaking, Westona is also correct, so either will do. Question number 5. The Flemington Racecourse line has a distinct colour on our network map and on passenger information displays. What colours are they on each of the 2 systems? And to be clear, they are different. So on our network map, it is the colour grey, and on passenger information displays, the Flemington Racecourse line is the colour dark pink. Question number 6. The Epping workshops specialise in which type of metro train? The answer is the same trains that run on the Hurstbridge and Mernda lines, and that is Extrapolis trains. Question number 7. The first ever Comenge Alstom refurbished set consisted of Chopper Comenge 698M and what other M car? The answer is Stage 1 Comenge 517M. Question number 8. The first ever HMT service departed Pakenham Station on the 27th of December 2020 at what time? HCMT Set 11 had the honours in running the first ever service, and that was the 8:31 a.m. Flinders Street via loop service. Assuming no delays from Flinders Street Station, Northern Group services depart Flinders Street Station in which order? The answer is Upfield, Craigieburn, and then Sunbury in that order, which is also quite interesting because on the announcement system on the trains, it announces Upfield, Craigieburn, and Sunbury in that order if it says to change for. So quite interesting there. And just to be clear, yes, you could have said Craigieburn, Sunbury, or Upfield, or Sunbury, Upfield, and Craigieburn. But basically, there's a Craigieburn train that departs always after an Upfield, and a Sunbury always departs after a Craigieburn. And then an Upfield always departs after a Sunbury. And the final question, number 10. A pretty interesting scenario. When you're at either Southern Cross, Flagstaff, or Melbourne Central stations waiting for a City Circle service, the passenger information displays says it is a Flinders Street service stopping all stations to what station? The answer is a Flinders Street service stopping all stations to Parliament Station. Yes, it is one of the few times in the network where the service is a different termination station to where the PID says the train's stopping at last. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this quiz. And once again, it means so much to get to the 500 subscriber milestone. Thanks so much for watching. I think we'll leave it at that. Cheers.